Hello everybody and welcome to round number 9 of the Sunoco League Series Season 2. We are back again at Diamond Ridge Super Speedway for another 37 laps. We're on this very fast, very intense Super Speedway as the cars are right about to get rolling on track. We'll get to the order in just a moment once they roll. But yeah, last season, Philip Scott came out here and he won his second race of the season after winning Portland. He came back and he won Diamond Ridge. But now, like I said, in Portland, Philip Scott is gone. So we're going to have a new Diamond Ridge winner out here today. As everyone lines up on the pole, today is William Brock. Like I said a few races ago when he was just returning, looks like he's never been gone. Alongside what should be Max Anderson, if he would get up here. There he comes. Alongside Max Anderson, whose best career finishes is second, who starts in that exact position. On row 2 is Johan Arndt's best starting position in third, as the Clever Haas rookie, one of them, is looking pretty strong today, alongside Sebastian Torres, who took away his best career finish last week, a second at Road America. In row 3, we have Carson Bowers, who got his first career win at Pensacola, the last Super Speedway. And we have two Super Speedways really close to each other, and we're going to Talladega as well soon. So, lots of Super Speedways on the schedule, and Carson Bowers has won one of them so far. Alongside Adam Vincent, who Adam Vincent won at Portland and is looking strong today. On row 4, we have Zachary Fitzwater Sr., the points leader. Still out here today, pretty much dominating the field alongside Lorenzo Log. And in row 5, we have PJ Karenko, who also looked pretty strong in practice, alongside Alexander Rowe, the worst member of Epic Motorsports. As we're soon ready to get green, where is Constantin? As I don't see him on track. There he is. Pretty far down the order. Constantin's going to have a lot to make up if he wants to win this race. But it's going to be William Brock who's going to lead him down to the green flag. Last time we were here, Finn Guy led them to the green flag for his second pole of the season, but now William Brock is going to be leading the field down to the green flag. Green flag is out at Diamond Ridge. This track, been a lot of talk through the stewards that this track may be a little too dangerous, but we'll have to see. Hopefully not. But William Brock gets off to a great start as he's going to clear the Fitzwater car of Anderson, but Anderson's going to try to retaliate on the outside. Does not work. And Johan Arndt's going to take second. That inside line at the beginning of the runs are always more dominant. Oh, here comes Vincent making it 3 wide. 3 wide is fine here. It's always been fine here. As the laps are relatively short here. Oh, Anderson tried a risky move to dive down to the inside. Backed off at the last second, though. Good job. And there's 3 Fitzwater cars all together. That's Carson Bowers, followed by Zachary Fitzwater, followed by PJ Karenko. With Anderson on the outside, he's kind of just stuck out there. And he's probably going to fall back through the pack. But we expect an early caution as Fitzwater makes a daring move down the inside of both his teammate and Brock, and he's going to the lead. The bad thing here is you don't want to go 4 wide. 4 wide can end badly. Here comes a pretty interesting view called the helicopter cam. As you get to see the whole pack front to back here. As Fitzwater continues to lead with his 2 teammates right behind him, guarding him with Annie Thomas down in 4th. But here comes Constantin for that 4th position. Looking through the pack, you can see in the back of the pack, you can see Paul Jackson, Road America winner. He's got a lot of time to make up. He's 3rd in points. He caught on both the leaders, but now he's just kind of in the back of that pack, and he has a lot to go if he wants to keep that streak up. But it's now Constantin up in 2nd. Oh, in practice, not many people know this because you guys weren't there, but back in practice, Constantine and Fitzwater had a crash together when they were fighting just a little too hard, and Caldwell got involved, a few others. Obviously, everyone would get out okay, but that was the practice crash. Now, oh, I bet everyone's kind of grinding their teeth that these two are back together again after what happened in practice. These two have been heated for races now. These two have a full-on rivalry. Back here, here's Aiden Shepard and Eugene DeMax. Eugene DeMax, like I said, had that bad luck streak. Last week, though, he had a gearbox problem. I believe he would return to the track. I'm not sure about that. But Eugene DeMax's bad luck streak, even though Caldwell and Carson's bad luck streak have ended, DeMax's has not. But so far today, maybe it will. He's right on the back of Constantine for second. Looking through more of the pack. Oh, there's Pinocchio Young on that outside. He's pretty much stuck out there. Exactly what Paul Jackson is as well. Duncan. There's Anderson who's still stuck out there. You don't want to get stuck on the outside of the 3 wide and just keep getting pushed back. Because the more that happens, the more you keep getting pushed back, it's just... oh, it's not a fun experience for these drivers. And a lot of these know how that feels now. Here's Caldwell getting out of his bad luck streak now as he got a top 10 at Road America. Nice finisher for Caldwell, and he's starting to turn his season around, so good job out of Caldwell. Oh no, here we go. Will that practice crash come into play? Will there be some more heat between them? If so, will they take each other out? If they both take each other out, there will be no penalty served because they both took each other out, and that was just an on-track fair and square crash. And they would have to deal with the point deduction of just being last. But, oh, here comes Constantine on Fitzwater, but DeMax might be looking on Constantine. DeMax is looking strong today. She's able to keep up with the 2 points leader. Again, speaking of points leaders though, where is Jackson? Did he get down low? Yes, he did. So he should be able to start coming back through the pack. So did Young. Young is starting to come through the pack as well, but now he's going to get pushed by Monaco. Oh, well that's kind of a switch. As Karenko and Carson Bowers, now Karenko's down the inside, but those two are on the outside. Now Anderson's back on the inside, starting to claw his way through the pack. And there is Aiden Shepard. Fun fact, last season, Diamond Ridge was the only super speedway that Shepard did not win. Could he retaliate that today? Volume's a little loud. Give me just a second. Apologies. Just the volume was a little loud on the camera, so I had to turn it down. But Aiden Shepard now into second, DeMax into third as the pack is starting to catch the leaders. Aiden Shepard, though, one of the more dominant super speedway kings. Last season he won Toddering, he won Talladega, but he did not win Diamond Ridge. It was the only super speedway he didn't win. Now he's up in second, and could he win Diamond Ridge as well? Then all that would leave is Pensacola for next season. If it comes back, of course. Aiden Shepard still up in second. Fitzwater getting a nice little gap. Reigning champion Constantine trying to hold off Eugene DeMax. Like I said, he's been on a bad luck streak. The rookie in that 24 car now, as Collins was in the 24 car last season. Collins currently 12th in points. He's right now in 24th place. Now driving Dodd's old 88. It's really confusing because now Dodd is in the 3 car. Where's Pericles? The 31 car. I don't know what CJ Racing was thinking, just mixing all these drivers up in new cars and all that stuff, but yeah, it must have been fun for them to get used to new cars again. Here comes Chris Dodd, though. Speaking of Dodd, he's now on the inside of Constantine and Shepard. He's going for what I believe is 4th. Yes, it is. But Constantine in the middle, fighting back. Rowe trying to get 2nd. Alexander Rowe, the worst member of Epic Motorsports. He's been, or no, technically speaking, Caldwell is, but we all know Caldwell has a lot of potential and to be really strong. Which he showed at Road America, almost won it, in fact, but Jackson split up the party. They're 4 wide. Torres, Brock, Caldwell, and Shepard. Shepard backed off. Good job. That's always what you want to do as soon as you get in a 4 wide, is you always want to back off, no matter who you are in that pack. If you have the chance to back off, because you'd rather deal with losing a few spots than your entire race. So good job, Shepard. Jackson has been digging his way through the pack. Now making the move on Rowe, now making the move on Vincent. And is going to be making the move on Torres. These two battled it out at Road America. Looks like they're going to start battling it out here at Diamond Ridge. But, oh, here we go again. Honestly, I am just crossing my fingers that nothing bad happens through this. And with Eugene DeMax behind, how reluctant will Constantine be? Not at all. DeMax trying to gain some outside momentum because the problem is he's in that rank B Chevy, which cannot hold up to these 2 Speedway cars. Constantine's Toyota and Fitzwater's Dodge. DeMax in that Chevy, it just cannot, it's not as fast as them at the Speedways. It's faster than at the road courses though. But rank B is really where it starts to hit. Because those 2 cars ahead and the 2 cars behind him are all rank A. Actually, the next rank B down is Lorenzo Log all the way down here in, I believe, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 8th place for Lorenz. But a lot of mix-ups starting to begin. Jackson's got up to the back of DeMax, so is Torres, as these two still battle it out. After Road America, there was no heat between those two, though, after that race. A lot of respect, though, because they both battled hard, but they battled fairly, which is good. You always want to battle fair, because if you don't, there may be a fight in the pits, and no one wants that except for the fans, am I right? But there is Lorenzo Log, 2-time winner in the series, or not 2-time, 3-time winner in the series. Won at Paris last season, Lime Rock Park, and, oh god, my memory, and Old Spice. And could he get a Super Speedway win as well? As it's race 9, as after next race at race 10, which the officials are still lacking to find a race there. As I mentioned, there will be a few twists announced, so prepare for that. That should be fun. But now Torres, now that Constantine's got his teammate backing it up, he might be a little... Oh! They're in the pits now! Since there's been no caution so far, which is relatively surprising. I'm surprised we never saw a caution, but... that's fine. Long green flag runs here can be still pretty exciting. It's going to be Lorenzo Log and Max Anderson leading them now. Caldwell, Pericles aren't stayed out. Vincent stayed out. Here is Fitzwater. Fitzwater and Jackson. The 3 points leaders. Fitzwater, Jackson, and Constantine were all in the top 4 at the time. Will they go with just 2? This track, I'm not sure about that. Track wears tires, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised about 4-tire. A 4-tire stop is a nice strategy. It's nice and safe, and get out of pit road. Ahead of Carson, ahead of Torres, ahead of Johan Arndt, and he's gonna get out first. Jackson close behind, and Constantine not far. Oh my. This season has been heated. What about Lorenz? Did Lorenz come in? No. Actually, in fact, I believe Lorenz was the only one to stay out. Ooh. Todd and Brock, a little contact. Maybe Lorenz is hoping for a caution. If a caution flies, do you know how beneficial that will be for Lorenzo Log? If a caution comes out, that will crush everyone else's race instantly. But no caution, so Lorenz is going to pull it in. Anyone else stay out? Not a single soul stayed out other than Lorenz. Here's Anderson. Anderson and Caldwell come out together. There's Fitzwater. Will he jump them? I don't think he did. Oh, yes he did. Barely, but he did. So did Jackson, so did the Max, and Anderson will slip into fourth. Still good jump for Anderson. Anderson's been turning some heads this season with some of his performances, but some of his performances have been in the opposite direction. But where did Constantine end up? Right behind John Arndt. John Arndt's also been impressing me this season. Impressing a lot of people this season. But John Arndt now. Trying to find his place to Max. Now slipping into second ahead of Jackson. Still, 2 podiums in a row for Jackson would be amazing for his career. But I fear we have one more pit stop to go, so can't say anything yet. There's Lorenz, came out pretty far up. He's going to slip in behind Caldwell and ahead of Arndt. Most likely there. Oh no, it looks like Arndt may not help him. Constantine will help him. He needs to find a place to slip in. He might slip in right behind Constantine, yeah. DeMax made the move for the lead. Jackson's making the move for second. And Fitzwater's left out to dry in third. But Fitzwater already has a win this season back at Vegas. Vegas and Constant got his at Pikes Peak. 2 winners this season, along with Jackson, who won at Road America. Caldwell and Anderson and Max up here, though, in the top 5 don't have wins, so the majority of the top 5, or even the majority of the top 6, don't have a win to their career, I don't think. No. Here comes Jackson for the lead, the Road America winner. Could he pull what only Nick Pericles was able to do last season? 2 in a row. It's now Jackson. Looks to be Fitzwater. And at the line, I think it's going to be DeMax in third. No, it's going to be Caldwell in third. Unless Caldwell's going to dive down the inside. As we're about at the halfway point and at the line, Jackson's going to be able to take it away. But now here comes Fitzwater. DeMax is going to have to push him a lot if he wants to keep that position. Which he won't. I still don't see Constantine. He's still falling behind. You don't want to fall behind. Especially when your championship rival and the points leader and another championship rival, the person right behind you in points, are in that ahead pack. Constantine needs to step it up, which he is. Constantine may be starting to catch that pack ahead. They're all fighting a lot, which is probably why he's catching. With Lorenz still falling back, he can't find anyone to be his drafting partner. It's because he has no teammates. And his team has no alliances. No big alliances. They do have a slight alliance with Spark Auto Racing, but that's only minor. Other than that, Lorenz has no alliances, no help, no nothing. And he just keeps getting recycled through. He's finally, I believe he's finally going to get up to pace. Behind Pericles and Rowe. Speaking of Pericles. Hercules did his, though, at Old Spice and Las Vegas. Alright, here's John Arndt for the lead. John Arndt has led laps, but not many. Back when he was in the 05 car, he didn't lead many laps. So now, in this 37 car, here he comes. He's now in the lead. But here comes to Max, the person who pretty much took his place on that team. And Jackson not far behind. Fitzwater not far behind him, and Constantine not far behind him. We've mentioned it many times. The 3 biggest points contenders for this championship. All right here in this pack. But it's going to be Eugene to Max leading the lap, I think. Yes, he will. Okay. Eugene to Max is here, I believe, a pack right ahead. 2 people right ahead, actually. And they're right there. Here we go, guys. Lap car troubles. We remember how this turned out at Pensacola. God, I hope it doesn't turn out the same way. Because there was a lot of people pissed on that day. Oh, they gotta be really close. Oh yeah, they're right there. To Max, though. Here comes Jackson now. Will Jackson leader? Will... Nope, it's gonna be to Max. Easily, it's gonna be to Max leading that one. As we're past the halfway point now, that's Windhelm and Paulson. Eugene to Max gets past Windhelm, and not cleanly, but he gets past Paulson. And that's the Max getting passed now by 3rd in points, Paul Jackson. Constantine, Caldwell, who's like 24th now. Fitzwater, Anderson, everyone cycling in past a Max now. Oh, poor Eugene. But he's still up here. And after what's been happening recently to him, this has got to be a saving grace. As there's 3 wide for the lead, and Caldwell wants his first career win. He's eager for it, but so is Anderson. And John Arndt comes out of nowhere again. He's going to try to come back through the pack and get more laps led. If he led any. Did he lead any? Pretty sure he led 1. Not sure. But now, it's Caldwell trying to get through Morandi, and he won't. This opens the door for Constantine. No, it doesn't. That slows the whole pack down. Oh, and that holds up Eugene to Max and John Arndt. DeMax has got to slip down low. Oh, here comes the bad luck again. Oh, DeMax. Come on, DeMax. I'm really cheering for him. I'm sorry. It may seem biased, but he's been having horrible luck as of late. And here he comes again. He's stuck behind Morandi. Now he's going to get past him. Still up in a top 10 position. But now it's Max Anderson. We've seen this battle before. Lots of past battles we've been reenacting before. Anderson, Fitzwater, Constantine back together again after Pikes Peak. But now they've got Caldwell, Jackson, and Arndt here as well. In a 6-car battle for the win. To Max down in 7th. And 8th, William Brock. Oh, now they're catching the lap traffic. Where's the next lap traffic to these guys, by the way? Close, but these guys are actually moving at a pretty fast pace. Dope. Max Anderson trying to hold off his teammate, and with the ever-closing Paul Jackson again John Arndt down in 4th. Here comes Fitzwater for the lead on Anderson. As even though they're teammates, these guys still want to win over each other for the individual championship. Jackson needs something for the individual championship, and he's passing the points leader. Constantine, I was about to say, where is Constantine? He's at the back of this pack. DeMax is back! Yay! DeMax's bad luck streak. He's trying to get rid of it, and it's still holding on. Now making the move on Caldwell. Maybe Arndt and Jackson. No. You're going to make the move on Jackson, though. This will be for 3rd if he can get it done. Not yet. Jackson still holds on to 3rd at the line. That was just the line because DeMax is still right there with Constantine right behind him. Last time Super Speedways so far this season have not been as consistent as last season. Last season it was just Aiden Shepard, Philip Scott, Aiden Shepard. So Aiden Shepard won 2 of them. This season it was Roman Ray Hall at Todd Ring, Carson Bowers at Pensacola. Right now as we stand, it's Fitzwater, but here comes Eugene DeMax. Even with the lap car troubles, he is just so fast. Ooh, that was close. That was real close. Wow. Took it a second to realize, to try to render who was leading that for a second. Few people lapped down, including the Wallaby Ravine in last. I'm not sure if there was a problem. Let's go live in just a moment. Back live at the end of the lap. As no, Benoit's just been having some bad luck. As you could see, there are some people missing. You know what that means? Pit stops. And that is Constantine and Jackson. In their pit stalls, who's going to get out of it first? Oh, yeah, it was definitely Jackson there. But will he get out of pit road first? Is the question. Carson, there's Torres, gets barely past Torres and gets past Brock. Jackson will lead him out, and oh, the leaderboard's a little wonky right now. There it is. Yeah, I believe DeMax let him in. No, DeMax did not go in yet. DeMax choosing to stay out. Interesting strategy, but obviously if he wants to do it, you just gotta hope for no caution. If no caution happens, this is gonna work amazingly for DeMax. If a caution happens, actually, in any situation, this is good for him. I don't know why people come in early, actually. Oh, this is not good for DeMax, though. Here's Caldwell, but Caldwell's gonna get held up by Smith. Caldwell's in. DeMax could not come in there. He was trapped. Now he's just got to be praying for a caution, because he stayed out too far now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. DeMax is out of gas! DeMax is out of gas! No! I feared that was happening. And Eugene DeMax has run out of fuel on the front stretch. As he's slowly coasting. I don't think he can make it to pit road. Oh! Everyone's barely missing him. He was trapped by lap cars. And he's out of fuel. As he's slowly coasting to a stop. Looks like he's gonna be able to make it to pit road in time. You can hear that engine. I'll probably turn it up so you guys can hear the engine. But he is just coasting. I feel so bad for Eugene DeMax. I'm going to be honest, he's been on a horrible bad luck streak lately, and if anything were to happen to ruin it, and to ruin his good debut, that would be it. Oh. Sorry about that. And oh, poor Eugene. Back up at the front though. Oh, I still feel so bad for him. It's Paul Jackson and Max Anderson. It's a 5-car pack. Paul Jackson, Max Anderson, Vance Caldwell, James Constantine, John Arndt. Fitzwater has actually formed a 2nd pack with him, Vincent, and Torres. This gives Constantine some hope, but this gives Jackson a lot more hope than Constantine. There's only a few laps to go, and Paul Jackson is your leader. Oh, he's getting a gap. You don't want to get a gap in the super speedway. Everyone knows that's the #1 rule of a super speedway. Never get a gap. Especially at restrictor plates, because these guys will form a draft and head to the front toward you. And now Stu Cole's trying to ruin the party. But Jackson, we saw this at Toddring. Back at Toddring, Jackson was so good with the lap cars. And he is just so good with lap cars now. Anderson showing it too. Oh, but that was Weber just pulling right in front of him. There goes Mooney. And, oh, it looks like it might be over. Could this be it? Everyone else is getting held up. Could we be witnessing the 2nd ever 2-win-in-a-row streak? Constantine trying to say no, bringing Arndt and teammate Caldwell with him. If I were them, I'd work with Arndt, use him for another draft. The more drafting partners you got, the better. But I don't think anyone wants Jackson to get away with this one. Not in this pack. Because if he gets away with this one, which he's not, that'll close the championship even further. Alright. This is called Constantine on Jackson. But again, there's still some laps left. There's still time for Jackson to remake that move. As long as he's able to slip in close behind. Oh, he needs to slip in the line. On the bottom, it doesn't look like he will. Could we be witnessing Epic Motorsports 1-2? They were looking for this. They were looking at this for Road America, and Jackson ruined it. Now it's the other way around of the Epic Motorsports car taking Jackson down, but it may not be over because 2 laps to go, and Anderson's here. They can't keep fighting with each other though. They need to form a line if they don't want Constantine to win to get his 5th career win. He would be the first person in history to get 5 career wins. He already did it with 4. Jackson though, starting to close. Will lap cars come into play? Possibly! Oh, that was a little bit. That's all they needed. 1 lap to go for James Constantine. Here comes Vance Caldwell. Oh, we have a tight finish on our hands, folks. It's Caldwell to the lead now. Jackson not far. Could Jackson make a move? Could Anderson pull it off? From 4th on the last lap. Could he pull it off? They're coming to the line. There's pit road. Will there be a lap car? No lap cars in contention. And with no one close enough. It came down to the wire. But Vance Caldwell will pick up his 1st career win. He wins at Diamond Ridge. Jackson would come across 2nd. Anderson will pull out 3rd. Finishing out the podium, Constantine led to the final lap, but will come across off the podium in 4th. Arndt will come 5th, tying his best career finish, I believe. Fitzwater, still a good performance, down in 6th. Torres 7th. Vincent 8th. No, Log 8th. No, Vincent 8th. Rowe 9th, I think. log 10th. I'm not sure, but what a finish. Nice race here today. Congratulations, Vance Caldwell. Let's go look at your finishing results. So it's Vance Caldwell taking his first career win for Epic Motorsports here at Diamond Ridge. Paul Jackson takes away second. Still a good finish for Paul Jackson after winning it at Road America. Max Anderson will come across in third. Almost won it, almost brought it back there, but couldn't get past Jackson. Constantin in fourth. Arndt in fifth. Fitzwater sixth. Torres seventh. Rowe came actually across eighth. Vincent in ninth. And Pericles came across in 10th. Not a very good day for the Trailblazer cars, though, as they came across in 28th and 30th for their only points-paying positions. DeMax, after all of that, came across in 29th. That's just soul-crushing. I feel so bad for him. Finn Guy won the pole here last season. Came across 13th here today. Nice finish out of him. A few close finishes through the pack. You see between Rowe and Vincent was less than a tenth of a second. Less than half of a tenth of a second. Very close between 8th and 9th. So, we're not sure where we're going to next yet. We have a lot to solve out before we get through race 10. Before we move on, after the twists, we will be taking a break. A midsummer break. It will only be small, a few days. But that will be a little later, as we still got one more race until that break will hit. Then we'll hit race 11. And we'll continue on with the season strong. Congratulations to Vance Caldwell. He takes the win here at Diamond Ridge. We will see you next time. Ciao.